Frank and I'm little Frank.
I don't know of any other bloke in the game that could replace me except Alec.
I'm sure we'll do very well.
To accuse me of faking an injury is the biggest insult I could accept. That's what's happened, do you not remember?
Well, I remember the incident, yeah.
Come on, let's get real.
We get in too much of that, and I suggest you shut up and show more football.
Get straight in them! Every single one of you!
Good work out, Bob, but not quite up to what we want for Saturday.
I believe we did pave the way, but it's not for us to say that.
Harry, I'm saying you did.
They went to play a football game and they didn't come home.
The whole programme comes live from Bradford today, 25 years after the tragic fire.
If Gary had spoken to somebody that night, I think he'd still be here. I think that's the hard thing.
The scars will never ever be healed, and the fans will never ever forget it.
When you're playing in a team that clicks and you get the momentum, you know it's magic.
Wimbledon FC report for duty in Cup Week.
It's the usual brand of quiz, love.
For Mark Hateley, there's still nothing like a bag of chips.
Cafe Americano, special one. That's my favourite one.
You've either got it or you haven't.
Three man, Didier. What do you think of that, Bob?
People suggest television replays could be incorporated.
It just wouldn't work.
Stone Roses?
No.
Oasis?
Yes.
Yeah, there's a little bit of nerves, especially.
Hello? Pep, I'm retired.
What he's done since he's been back there is nothing short of incredible.
While we sort the alarm out, Martin gets his hose out.
Football Focus is live from Wembley.
Welcome to Wallsend Boys Club.
Home of Chesham United.
Ilkeston Town.
Alv Church.
The Harrier Arms.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's been an absolute privilege for us to be at Camp Bastion over the last few days.
BBC, Holmes under the hammer.
I don't regard myself as a hard man, no.
Mate, we've got a contender for you.
How are you, pal? You all right, mate?
All right.
Good stuff, mate. Yeah, not bad.
Just want to push him and take Micah Richards to as far as he can possibly go.
Only later in my career it really dawned on me that I'm gay.
I got picked for England. A letter came through the post. And it said, if you ever got on this Wembley pitch, you get one of these for your knees. It was a bullet. And I thought, right, they're not going to stop me.
Oh, and what a great shot! Cyril Regis.
Welcome to the first ever Football Focus from my house. This is the new normal. Keep it light, keep it snappy, keep it focused.
From me to you. What do you go? To me, to you.
Corky's easy sort of... Could you pick me up if you needed to now?
Hell yes. This bone here is a metatarsal. Isn't that right, Mark?
A bet is a bet.
At the moment, the team's playing well. Quietly going.
That is a disgrace. Look at the state of that.
All right, we're off then, are we?
You're off.
OK. An iconic show is no longer here.
Is there anything in your career you would like to do differently?
Not really, just start all over again.
I'm gone already.
We've had a nice little community. We did it the proper way, and it meant more to us.
Let's make it iconic. The FIFA World Cup 2026, live across the BBC.
And on this Premier League football final day, the pressure is on for Tottenham at home to Everton. Listen to commentary on Sounds at 4. In the Netball Super League, London Pulse take on LexisNexis Dragons. Coverage this afternoon at 4:45 on iPlayer. Now, the lunchtime news with Martin Croxall.
Where a gas explosion has killed at least 82 workers. Robots that are capable of detecting toxic gases were deployed to dangerous parts of the tunnels to try to detect signs of life. The disaster at the mine in Shanxi province in the north of the country is the nation's worst coal mine disaster in more than a decade. A man who was shot and killed after he opened fire near the White House in Washington last night has been named as Nazir Best. A reporter for ABC News, Selina Wang, was on air discussing Iran when the shooting happened.
That President Trump has said a deal is close, only for the two sides to remain far apart.
Well, the gunman, who was 21, died later in hospital. He's said to have had a history of mental health issues, and he was known to security services. That's all from me this lunchtime, but of course there is plenty more on the BBC News website. The next news on BBC One is at 4:50. Bye for now.
Hello, that strong sunshine is beating down on us and the temperatures continue to soar easily over 30 degrees in a few spots across southeastern parts of the UK, and it's hard to believe that the temperatures are going to rise further. Now, this is what Europe looks like today. This would be quite a significant heat wave even at the height of summer. The jet streams way to the north and west of us. Eventually it's going to pay us a visit, but not for the time being. This is what we call the anomaly temperature map. So where it's red, temperatures are significantly higher than average for the time of the year. Where it's yellow and orange, a little bit higher, but there are some parts of Europe that actually are cooler than the UK, and that includes parts of Greece. So this is what it looks like for today. A lot of sunshine, the highest temperatures obviously in the southeast, but it's also turning warmer in Scotland and Northern Ireland, where so far it's been rather cloudy, even grey in places, and the spits and spots of rain will continue into the evening hours there in the northwest of Scotland, but otherwise turning clear across the bulk of the UK, and quite a warm night in the south and the southeast, perhaps no lower than 16 Celsius, fresher in a few spots further north, perhaps down to single figures. And then on Monday, so Bank Holiday Monday, we are almost certainly now going to beat the May record, as temperatures are expected to hit 34 Celsius, maybe in one or two spots, but widely around 30 degrees across England and parts of Wales, and very warm in Scotland and Northern Ireland too. Now, the May record all time in the month of May was in the 40s, and it's 32.8. Well, we're predicting 34 degrees, so unless something really unexpected happens, we are going to pretty much smash that record by meteorological standards. Now, on Tuesday, it looks as though it's going to be every bit as hot across southern parts of the country. Temperatures will tend to oscillate over the next couple of days in other areas, but I think most of the heat will be in the south. Now, I want to point out the possibility of some nasty showers and thunderstorms that could develop across central parts of England. There's so much energy in the atmosphere that they could really pop off, so don't be shocked if you get a massive downpour with thunder and lightning and large hail, despite these forecast temperatures of around 30 degrees, and then the temperatures will drop. But look at that again, 34, so another day we could beat another record. Now, Wednesday we'll start to see fresher air drifting around this area of high pressure off the North Sea, so there will be a huge temperature drop across some eastern and southeastern areas, so 24 in London, and the heat will be transferred into Wales and the southwest. Very warm in Northern Ireland too. But then that high pressure wobbles and the winds change direction once again. So on Thursday, rather than the cool wind, the cool breeze coming off the North Sea, the air starts to drift in from the south again. And you know what that means? That means that the temperatures will rise again. So it could be in the high 20s in many areas once again on Thursday, which really is quite extraordinary for this time of the year. And one area of high pressure, or one bump in the high pressure, drifts away. Another hot high develops. And again, another spell of hot air streams across the UK on Friday. And again, on Friday, we could see temperatures of 30 degrees or more. I mean, this is more like really the middle of July or early August. Now, it will cool off eventually. It's not summer yet, even though it feels like it. I think this is this coming weekend and into the following week. But even these temperatures are still above the average for the time of the year. So it's certainly staying on the warm side, and we need some rain.
What could a Victorian gentleman and a crook possibly have in common?
I was caught by news of this here show with double crossings and murders.
You must join us this evening.
Nothing brings us together like great TV.
Those tweed jackets really are to die for, aren't they?
I've been lucky enough to live through what well might be considered the golden age of natural history filmmaking. What an extraordinary creature. I've enjoyed every minute of it.
Attenborough at 100. Watch his collection on BBC iPlayer.
Hello, if you're just joining us on BBC One on this very warm and sunny Sunday afternoon for many. Now, here's Ed.
Hey, Dexter.
Pudsey,
You look worried.
you can talk.
Well, I never have before, but you look like you might need someone to talk to. Maybe I can be that someone.
It's nothing. I don't even know where to start.
You already have.
Be someone a child can talk to. Search BBC Children in Need to find out how.
There are stories families tell, and there are stories that get hushed up.
What actually happened? Was there a murder?
Who are they? I want to know.
Top secret.
It's just astounding.
Wow, this is so cool. You're one of us.
That's extraordinary. Guys, can I take pause a moment?
I've got a colourful past, and I wouldn't want it any other way.
The new series of Who Do You Think You Are starts Tuesday at 9 on BBC One and iPlayer.
Let's make it iconic. The FIFA World Cup 2026, live across the BBC.
Brand new drama to hit back of the net. Gareth Southgate's mesmerising football manager story in Dear England tonight at 9. But now on BBC One. Points of view.
1239188 or by scanning the QR code. Email pov@bbc.co.uk. Write to us at BBC Points of View, 40 Pacific Quay, Glasgow, G51 1DA, or post on our Points of View Facebook or X page.
Sometimes our thoughts can tie us up in knots. In my podcast with expert guests, we help untangle it all. One topic at a time. Complex with me, Kimberly Wilson. Listen on BBC Sounds.
But never leave the stream.
The night that changes everything. EastEnders. Watch on BBC One and iPlayer.
Property shopping in Perth and Kinross on today's Escape coming up on BBC One. First, this month's Lifeline Appeal with Ben Fogle.
UK/Lifeline. You can also donate any amount online by scanning the QR code displayed on your screen now. Or if you'd like to post a donation, please make your cheque payable to Hearing Dogs for Deaf People and send it to Free Post, BBC Lifeline Appeal, writing Hearing Dogs for Deaf People on the back of the envelope. Thank you so much for your support.
Hey, Dexter.
Patsy,
You look worried.
you can talk.
Well, I never have before, but you look like you might need someone to talk to. Maybe I can be that someone.
It's nothing. I don't even know where to start.
You already have.
Be someone a child can talk to. Search BBC Children in Need to find out how.
Dear England, what I want to speak about is much bigger than football.
The real tragedy of being afraid, it's what it takes.
Gareth, do you think you're up to this?
Keep believing right up until the final whistle. Come on, England! A new England that comes from behind, that fights.
Suddenly all things seem possible.
Dear England starts tonight at 9 on BBC One and iPlayer.
The awe-inspiring lands and nature of the Americas, narrated by Tom Hanks on the way. That's after spectacular views closer to home on BBC One.